YouTube, what's the deal? It's your guy, Mr.bellicosta, and I'm back in this mother. You already know. What's the deal, y'all? I hope everybody's doing good, man. Hope everybody's in good spirit. Today, I wanted to kind of talk, about how in Los Angeles, a lot of times the surrounding areas, the surrounding suburbs, don't get no love, man. A lot of times, people like to brag about what part of town is the roughest and the hardest and the toughest. But, I would like to say that the entire LA County, it can go down. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere in the world, it can go down. Things could go bad. You got poverty everywhere. Every city has a low income area. You know what I'm saying? But specifically, I want to talk about the city of Carson. Carson, California. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. First off, before I get into the story, I want you guys to make sure you go support me. It's free. Hit the like button. Share this content with somebody you know that may like it. Okay? Comment if you feel moved to. All right? Make sure you subscribe so you can see. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time I drop a video, you get an update, you get a notification so you can stay in tune with me and you can enjoy these stories. Okay, so Carson, California. Carson is a famous, very well-known suburb of Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles, all right? And it's not far, you know what I mean? If you're coming from my side of town, which would be southwest, west LA, southwest, the Crenshaw district area, we would get to Carson straight off we'll take the 405 freeway south, exit Avalon, you right there, all right? Now, the city of Carson is surrounded to the north by Compton. Also, northwest would be Gardena. To the west, you have Torrance. South of Carson, not too much south of Carson because Carson is considered a city of the Bay Area, of the South Bay area within LA County. I'm gonna put a little map up just to give you guys a better understanding for those of you who are not familiar. So to the south of Carson, you would just have, you would pretty much run into the water, you run into the port, okay? East of Carson, you have like Lakewood and the surrounding cities in that area. So everything around the city of Carson is a little ratchet, okay? Now, no disrespect to people from the areas I just named, and the other many I failed to name, but the harbor area, don't get it twisted. A lot of people from the city don't have experience over there, but the harbor area ain't no help. Especially Carson, you know what I'm saying? It's literally the suburbs of Compton. People from Compton who left there when it got bad in the 80s and 90s, they moved to Carson. Bigger houses, bigger lawns, sometimes bigger backyards, better quality of living, right? So, one day, at least, I don't know, this had to be 2015, 16. At the time, I wasn't working, but in the mornings, I used to drive my girl. At the time, she was working at Anna Lee Elementary School, or middle, I don't know. Anna Lee Elementary, I want to say, and it's on Termont, okay? It's in between Avalon Boulevard, and I'm trying to test my skills, and not Termont, not Delano, what street is that? Central? Is it Central? Maybe it's Central. Between Avalon and Central. Okay. So, on Termont. Okay. So, we're on Termont. I used to drop her off at the school. She go in. One of my good friends, now remember this character. His name is Fat T. Okay. Fat T is a cool dude, man. Salute to my brother Fat T if you watching this. We've both grown since these times tremendously, but at this moment in time, neither one of us was working. Fat T was staying at a friend's house. who we call Reggie. Reggie has moved on as well. Shout out to you, Reg. But Reg stayed in these apartments that were located off of Del Amo Boulevard. That's from my Carson people. This from my Del Amo people who know the area. These apartments are very well known and notorious in the city of Carson. Okay. Now these apartments are located in between Avalon and Termont. Okay. Wait, Avalon? Is it Avalon and Termont? Yeah, between Avalon and Termont on Del Amo Boulevard. Now, these apartments, I can't think of the name right now, y'all, but get in the comment section if you know the apartments I'm talking about. They're deceiving because they're really nice. It gives you that vibe of a apartment building, which most people from the city tend to make their way into at some point in time, like a transitional, like intermediate place, you know what I'm saying? So I don't, now that area of Carson is considered to be predominantly Crip. There's a Hispanic gang in the area, but that's predominantly the one I know, East Coast Crips. That's the East Coast. All right, shout out to you if you're from 190. And so neither here nor there. Pretty active area of Carson, Del Amo to be specific. It's very, it's kind of active. You got a gas station right there on Termont and Del Amo, which is frequent. You have the Carson Mall, just west of these apartments, literally right there. AMC Theater is all right there. It's all type of shopping, dining, food and beverage in the area. So a lot of people will frequent that area. All right, so this morning I dropped my girl off, head down. I had down Termont. Okay, I make a right on Del Amo and a left on this side street that the apartments are on. Now, it's before you get to Avalon, okay? Make a left. And, yeah, I go park. Now, Fat T, he wasn't working. I wasn't working. We was both hustling at this time. This is maybe 2015, 2016. Trying to figure it out. Reg had a spot, a safe haven. So I used to go pull up on Fat T. And pretty much, to be honest, I would just F off my time sitting there smoking, playing a video game, playing NBA 2K, telling myself I'm plotting up on what else is to come. You know what I mean? It was just a good resting spot. I wouldn't go there every day, but I would go there quite frequently during this period of time because my girlfriend worked around the corner. All right, so this day, nothing seemed like any different. I was a little hesitant to go pull up on Fat T this day. I don't know why. I'll be lying if I told you a specific reason. But today, something told me, oh, man, let me go back towards the hood, man. Let me go do my thing and use my time a little wiser while in between now me having to pick up my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? On some real Jody shit.
You didn't get no daddy dick. Big up your little girlfriend. How come you ain't waving at her today?
On some baby boy type time, but we all been. If you from the hood, man, you from a certain age group, you been there. You know what I'm saying? So nothing was out of the ordinary. Going there, me, Fat T, we hanging out. Reg, who was the owner of the place, he wasn't there. It's a lease. It means the leaseholder. He wasn't there, but we're just chilling, man. Fat T chilling. We get some food. Now we're getting hungry. Okay. We also needed some blunts. Okay. We had enough trees, of course, but we needed some roll up. So he called his girl. His girl called and she was like, "Hey, where you at?" He was like, "Oh, I'm at home. I'm just chilling." Da da da. She's like, "All right, I'm about to pull up on you." He's like, "Okay, I'm here with Sonny too. He about to slide off soon though. But I don't know, maybe we could all smoke before, he heads out." She's like, "Okay, whatever. I'm around the corner, so you guys can come out." Okay. Now, mind you, from the time me pulling up in the morning, 9, 10 a.m. when school starts, okay, when the bell rings, from that time to us deciding to go to get some food and some roll-ups with his girl, hours have gone by. 5, 6 hours. I mean, I probably had an hour before I had to pick up my girl at 3 o'clock, right? So his girlfriend, shout out to the homegirl Brittany from Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? And listen, these are all people I know and love, so, you know, I hope they don't mind me giving their real names in the story. But anyway, Fat T's like, come on, Brittany's outside. Let's go get the lunch. You come back and then you can slide off, go your way. I'm like, all right, don't sound like a bad thing. We head downstairs. Now, Reggie and Fat T lived on the top floor of these apartments. Now, they were 2-story apartments, okay? So you either had a bottom place or you had a top. Now, in the center, it's a big courtyard. It's like grass, trees. It's really pretty, but it's deceiving because you would think that you're in a nice area. I'm from South Central, so to me, growing up until this time, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Carson was not sweet, but I definitely thought it was watered down. In comparison to where I'm from, it's a comparison to the surrounding Compton, you know, I was thinking that Carson is just, you know, kind of like a watered down suburb, right? I know it has gangs. Carson is very heavily active when it comes to gangs, but I didn't have a personal experience in the city. I didn't know my way around the city. I had no experience, so I didn't have nothing to base it from, just hearsay, all right? That's why you shouldn't listen to hearsay. If you listen to this, never judge a book by its cover, okay? Carson, California ain't no bitch. Ain't no punk, you know what I'm saying? So, we're coming out the top, walking down a little flight of stairs, you know what I'm saying? And then we go. Now, you got to walk through a gate, okay? You got to walk through, across the little line, then you go out the gate. Now, this street that these apartments lie on, it's a side street, and it's also, it's also an industrial, it's like the start of an industrial area. The apartments would be the last residence on Del Amo for a mile or two. I don't know how long on that right-hand side. The left-hand side going towards that, I want to say it's a Chevron gas station on Termont and Del Amo Boulevard. Correct me if I'm wrong. It would be on the left side if we were coming from these apartments. Now, if you go that way, turn left on Termont. Is that? Wait, excuse me. Yeah, whatever that street is. You turn left there, then it would take you into like the more residential area where the houses were. So Brittany's in front of the apartments. There's a gate, like I said. We proceed to walk across the street to get to her car. Now, this is Fat T's girlfriend, so, you know, I don't know if he wanted to flex because I was there or if he just, you know, his brain told him to do this, but he tells her to move and to get out of the driver's seat. He like, get out of the driver's seat, I could drive. But he goes to her window and they sit and talk for a minute. I greet her, you know, respectfully. And I go around the back. Now, this is when it gets weird because I have, you know, you never go against your gut because that's whatever bit of God in you. That's that's your real pure sensory system. You know what I'm saying, in your body. If you feel wrong, you feel something in that stomach, man, you know things are not right. Those are warnings. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? In this particular moment, I felt weird, but there was nothing presenting itself for me to be wrong. So Brittany gets out the car. She walks around the hood of the car, the front of the car, her car. She had an Infiniti, like a G35, right? And she proceeds to get in the front passenger side. Fat T then enters into the driver's seat. Now that right there took about a minute's time, a minute and a half, because then we're sitting there discussing something. All I know is, especially the way things are right now, if you in a car, if you about to get smoked, if you're in a smoking session, make sure you know where you at. Make sure you're properly surrounded and protected. Do not smoke in the car on the streets. That shit out. When I was young, we used to hotbox, all of us be in the car smoking. As of today, that's out. It's too dangerous right now. You got a lot of people are desperate. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sitting in a car for too long in any hood area, in any neighborhood that's, you know, got some gangbanging going. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just be sitting in the car, sitting there talking too long. You need to, boom, point A, point B. We knew we had a destination. We should have got the fuck on. But that change of drivers slowed us down a bit. And that's going to be important in a few minutes. So I'm in the back seat. I'm behind the driver. Fat T's in front of me. His girlfriend is in the passenger seat. As we are prepared to take off, I noticed there is a Audi, a black Audi, like a, what's the little, I used to like that. Like the I think it's a 2-door. It might be a 4-door. It's an Audi A7, black Audi A7, directly in front of us. From the front hood of our car to the rear bumper of this gentleman's car, couldn't have been more than 6 feet of space in between. So fairly close. And we parked on the street, right? Okay, across from the apartments. We are facing Delamo Boulevard. So we're in the right direction to turn off of the street, right? Okay. Before Fat T could even drive, right? Another car pulls up parallel to our car on the left side. Now, mind you, we're apart. The engine is on, but his girl parked the car. So a car comes up, pulls up, and they pull up on the side of, I told you there's a 6 feet gap between us and this random guy who is at the trunk of his car in his Audi A7. Small gap. So they basically block our ability to turn out and just drive off, okay? The car that pulls up, 4 people get out this car. 4 niggas with masks and gloves on, okay? They bounce out. Everybody strapped, nigga. Everybody strapped. I ain't have, nigga, we dry. We ain't got no blicky, we slipping. You hear me? Me and Fat T slipping. He got on flip-flops. I ain't got on no motherfucking flip-flops because I was running my laps all day. And you know what I'm saying? Well, I had planned to run some laps other than coming from him. I don't wear no shower shoes outside. But my dog, he had just came out of his house. He planned to get some blunts at the store, come right back. That's why you don't wear shower shoes, homie. Because you don't never know. You got to stay ready. But anyway. So the car pulls up. They literally, 4 people bounce out of this car, okay? And they literally surround the Audi A7 in front of us. We're in a black car. We got tent. I'm in the back seat, of course. But I'm watching what's going on. They don't even know we're in the car. Now, these guys must have been laying up on the guy in the Audi, okay? Because next thing you know, they sock on him, boom, boom, bam, and throw his ass. They throw him in their car. Okay, now they're at the trunk. He was at the trunk. This nigga had like 2 big ass turkey bags full of trees. So he had some kush, like 2 pounds. It had to be, I say, from 2 to 4 pounds, okay? 2 big turkey sized bags, but each bag looked like more than a pound, like an eyeball. So they must have already known. They must have been knowing his program, and they knew he sold weed, whatever, allegedly and all that. So they throw him in the car, and then the younger, shorter 2 dudes, and they got on white tees. Everybody got a hammer. Everybody got a blicky. They're all in the trunk. They run off with the bags. So we're seeing all this happen. Now, as they are throwing the driver of the A7 and his all of his belongings in their trunk, okay, another car pulls up. The first car, the alleged robbers, the Jack boys, them niggas was 4 deep in like a Maxima. The next car pulls up. It's like a Lexus, like a, like your little girlfriend, like baby mama Lexus, little GS or something, or ES, LS or some shit. Little Lexus. She pulls up. My boy Fat T, he's a driver. I'm in the back seat like, nigga, don't move, nigga. I'm trying to get little too. Cause nigga, they all around the car. I'm like, oh, if they see us, it's over. I'm trying to get little. I'm like, nigga, don't move. Don't move. Because I'm telling him, if they getting robbed, it's a robbery, nigga. Anything right now is gonna scare them. They got 4 guns I can see. I'm like, nigga, let them go about their business. Fuck that nigga, we don't know him. When they're done, then we can go about our way when it's safe. Now Fat T, And I think he did what most people would have did. He just panicked. Not to, you know what I'm saying, make him feel like less than or a sucker, because he's not that, you know what I mean? That's my boy, but nigga, you panicked, nigga. Nigga, you did a panic move. He gets nervous. Now, mind you, the driver of the car who pulls up directly beside us, of course, they know the people in that Maxima with the Jack boys, okay? So I come to find out, it's a girl. We see the girl, okay? And she's in the car with another guy. So there's one guy in that, there's no guy in that car. Okay, so we make eye contact with her. This is where it gets tricky. Yeah, she's looking at us, we're looking at her. She knows the play, because clearly she's a getaway, nigga. You know what I'm saying? These niggas was smart. That's how I know it was orchestrated. Because they already had her with nobody in the car. Fat T, he gets nervous, he sees the car, he sees the guys running back to her car. This nigga tries to squeeze in between the Jack boys and the getaway lady, and he tries to squeeze in between real fast. He ends up hitting the girl's car. This is mid-robbery. They have just robbed this man. I don't know where the fuck the driver went. He either got thrown in their car or he didn't even run. They kidnapped him. Allegedly, they took this nigga with them. This is all happening fast. Fat T panics. He sees the girl pull up. I highly doubt he probably didn't even know. I don't even think he gave himself a moment to see who was in that car. Because had he have seen the play like me, I seen the play. I'm like, okay, getaway. He hits her, boom, trying to get off. Once he hits her, we can't go past, because you got the niggas with the folk gunmen niggas, allegedly, nigga. They in the car right in front of her. And I'm talking about 4 feet, 5 feet of space from bumper to bumper. We're close. This is a tight space, man. He hits her and then freezes. The nigga don't hit her and just boom, bulldoze his way through there like a lope. Nah, he hits her car and then freezes. Boom. So now we're like fucking diagonal in between the getaway car of this fucking situation going on and the niggas with the 4 guns, nigga. 4 niggas, 4 guns, and they all had on gloves. Soon as that happens, another car pulls up. So now it's the 3rd car, okay? This is the 3rd car now. This 3rd car got some more niggas, okay? Not a girl. They're very smart. They had the girl in the middle car. These niggas in the back, I don't know if they got guns, I don't know what. I see them. The main driver dude, okay, nigga came with some brownie. He had on like some Nike Tech black gloves, like football gloves. He came straight up to the window, like, nigga. He like, cuz you hit my car, nigga. He like, cuz you hit my car, nigga. And he not saying it to me. He don't see me. I'm in the back seat. Fat T like, So the nigga opens the door. Boom! Opens Fat T's door, right? Now he got the gun, waving the gun all in his face. Fat T girl, Brittany, she in the passenger seat like, I know she finna shit and piss on herself. I'm trying to get invisible, nigga. You see I'm dark skinned? She had black leather seats. I'm trying to disappear in the seats, literally, like, oh my God. Because I know in the heat of the moment, in a situation where he hits her car, they think it's him and his girl. Okay, so they probably stalled him out from killing his ass right away. But if they would have saw me, it would have been too many politics. Oh, where is nigga? Where they from? They seen this, and it would have been too much shit. We all would have died, nigga. Fat T allows this man, well, he didn't allow him, dude had a gun in his face, to come put his arm into the car. So he puts his car, this is before he opens the door, he puts his arm through the window. And if you know push start cars, you don't need the key. As long as the key's in the car, you could push it anyway. You could just push it, it's gonna turn the engine off. He pushes it, turns the engine off. Thank God he didn't take the keys from Brittany or whoever, or Fat T. He pulled he did something with the keys. He wouldn't say threw them or whatever. He yanks Fat T out the car. They still don't know I'm in the back. His girlfriend's in the front yelling. They got Fat T outside the car. They got him on the side of the girl car who he hit. Now, this was a wrench in their play. Whatever they drew out to rob this man, that shit was working according to plans perfectly until this moment. So I could see the man sitting there like, do I kill this nigga? Do I let him go so I can get on with my lick? He was really there pondering. I just know they trying to move Fat T. They're like, nigga, bring your ass over here, nigga. Come over here. I'm telling this girl, calm down, calm down. Next thing you know, gunshots just break out. Boom, 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 pa, 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 boom, 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 pa, 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 boom, boom, boom. It's all 3-4 gunmen letting off. They're shooting over the car, but the way they was bouncing out, you know what I'm saying? They bouncing out their car, and they just boom, 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 boom. They're shooting at Fat T. Fat T must have took off and broke when they was trying to manhandle him. He took off and ran the opposite direction. So he didn't run towards Del Amo Boulevard. He ran the opposite way, because remember I said we're facing Del Amo. Mind you, the man in the Audi, his trunk is just open. They ramsacking this shit a second time. These motherfuckers stopped the ransacking of the trunk, trying to find what else they could find other than the 2 turkey bags of that good gas. They stop what they doing because they see that they hear the car crash. Then they see my friend get taken out the car. This dude didn't know what he's doing. I'm talking about a real gangster. Nigga had gloves on. He was like, he knew what to do. He wasn't no hesitant motherfucker. That's what made me scared, because I'm like, damn, he know what he doing. He gonna fuck around and air us out. I was like, nigga, we're dead. I knew it. I was like, damn. I done lived all this shit in my life to come and die in Carson. Nigga, on this type shit, I ain't even do nothing. He runs. Fat T gets taken out the car. They have some words. They tried to hit him. He runs. He takes off. In the flip-flops. Them flip-flops must have flipped. I didn't even get the chance to see what happened with the flip-flops, because, nigga, as soon as he break, the main guy, the driver, that nigga starts shooting. Boom, 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 because this could be a witness to their crime. They don't know who this is. He could be from a rival gang. They don't know. Carson is not sweet. This is broad daylight, motherfuckers. This is 2 p.m., okay? We on the side, I said we on the one side of the apartments, on the side we're parked on, next to us was like warehouses and stuff, businesses, which is industrial shit going on. So I'm sure it was cameras. These motherfuckers had masks and gloves. They was not, and they knew how to shoot. They're shooting up. So now, Fat T runs. Here's the Audi, okay? Next to the Audi, adjacent to the Audi, would have been the driver, the Ford, the shooter's car. Behind them, the girl's car is now smacked up and wrecked. Our car, which is diagonal, and then they have someone else. So we are completely sandwiched in. There's no me jumping in front, driving through them. There's no movement of cars that can happen, okay? We're fucking fucked. We're stuck. So they're shooting over and boom, boom, boom. 3-4 people. I had to duck down. I tell her, she's like, like most girls would do. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Get your motherfucker. I'm like, bitch, get your motherfucker out here now. Get down. So I'm trying to grab her. We down. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna die today. Now, anyone who ever been in a shootout, around the shootout, if you've been shot at, if someone you know has shot at somebody or whatever, then you know, as soon as the sounds from the gunfire stops and the duel is over, shit is quiet, okay? Shit is quiet as a church mouse. You can hear a rat piss on cotton, quiet. You can hear a pin drop, quiet, okay? You can hear a church mouse, quiet. You understand me? That's how quiet the street is. I'm like, fuck, all the gun smoke and residue and shit all in the air. I can smell it. Now, this is it's a good 20 seconds of shooting, no lie. That's a long time. A street fight that's 20 seconds is kind of cool. So, just think of 20 seconds of gunfire. 4 niggas firing. I know he's dead. I'm in the back seat, ducked down. I got her like this. I'm like, just waiting for it to stop. They just smash off. I look out the window, I see them all go. So thank God they never saw me. Thank God he pulled Fat T out the car, because that stopped him from investigating more into the car or opening all the doors or just shooting in the car. Thank God is good. Okay. So the gunfire stops. We hear tires screeching. I see the girl pull off. Now, when he hit her car, she's like, oh my God, this motherfucker hit my car. So just imagine you orchestrating a robbery and your girl's a getaway driver and some random motherfucker hits her car in the middle of the operation, nigga. What would you do? So I don't blame them brothers. If y'all see this, nigga, you ain't gotta kill me. I don't care. I don't know y'all names. Nigga, I know that the one I knows, nigga, I know that, I don't know where they're from, allegedly. I don't know where these niggas from. They never banged on us. You know what I'm saying? At the bottom line, These motherfuckers was gangster. They was not no bullshit ass people, okay? Shit clears. It's quiet now. So what's the first thing? Me and his girl. We like, oh my God, we gotta check Fat T. So I should have gotten in the driver's seat and I should have drove around there, okay? So that I could go and, you know, I should have drove around there so that I could go and still have action. If them niggas could have doubled back or whatever, I didn't want to be on foot, but hey, my first instincts, I got out the car, I just wanted to check myself. Because they were literally shooting over the car. Thank God no bullets entered. They were shooting over the hood of the car, okay? You know what I'm saying? Thank God no shells. And it was a lot of casings out there, homie. Like, them niggas shot, like, a good 25, 30 shots, homie. So, there's a lot of shell casings out there, for real. 25, 30 rounds they let off. And thank God, Fat T, once we talked, well, I get out the car, check myself. I should have drove the car around to get him just in case the dudes double back. That's the thought too, if you ever in that type of situation. But I got out on foot just to check myself. I walked towards the direction Fat T ran to. I'm yelling his name. Fat T, Fat T, Fat T. I'm looking behind cars because, you know, it's cars up and down the street parked. He just comes out of nowhere. He's like, bro, he's like, you all right? Man, I thought y'all was dead, man. I'm like, nigga, we thought you was dead. You just got snatched out the car and ran in your chancletas, in your shower shoes. Oh, okay. He told me, man, I was just zigzagging, bro. He like, man, start shooting. I just start zigzagging through all the cars. We talking about 3 to 4 shooters. I seen 3. Cause the guy who snatched him up shot. 2 other dudes was in the trunk shot. So I'm thinking 3 to 4 shooters, bro. Literally 30 rounds. If not more. I might be lowballing it. So once we figure out he's straight, I tell his ass, run, get your fucking shower shoes, your flip-flops, and let's go to the car. That's why kids don't wear flip-flops. Youngsters, don't wear no flip-flops when you go handle business outside. Because outside causes you to have sneakers on, tennis shoes, because you have to run from a motherfucker. Somebody might shoot at you. Anyway, we were safe. We circled the block a bit. Mind you, my car is right there. I gotta pick my girlfriend up from work. After this happened, like, our little smoking time got delayed with all that. That took a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of our day. You know it was time to roll up after that. We rolled some good gas and, man, sat there and tripped and laughed kind of on that. His girl was shaking up. Like, she was mad at him. Anyway, me and him was glad to have our life. We went in the house. Dapped it up, smoked one. I got in the car hesitantly and got the fuck on. Got my girl, and I didn't really go over there and hang out too much after that. Moral of the story, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because we was in Carson, California, and I thought it was sweet, nigga, we almost died. All right, Carson ain't sweet. A lot of suburbs of major cities are not sweet, so don't ever underestimate, you know what I'm saying? And also, don't wear your shower shoes in the day room, homie. It's Mr.bellicosta, and I'm out this motherfucker.
Take off, damn, and she bout to take off, damn, I gotta keep a rocket, I thought you niggas were my partners, damn, turn into the opposite, out of town, mad at me 'cause we shopping, damn.